What's good, everybody? It's your boy Neeyooo here, and today we're actually about to look at the top 15 scariest video game glitches. We're probably going to just do probably like the first 7, maybe. Probably like the first 7 or 8, and I'll put the rest of it out. If you want to see it for yourself, the link to this video will be in the description below. I'm sorry, I'm tongue-tied today. But the link to this video will be in the description below. So if you want to watch the rest of it, you can go ahead and watch it that way. But we might just do the first 8. It all depends. Well, I haven't decided just yet, but we'll figure it out from there. But anyway, without further ado, let's get at it. Let's go.
Number 15. Teleporting Watson, Sherlock Holmes' nemesis. The game allows players to switch between Holmes and his assistant Watson. However, an oversight during production meant the developers neglected to put any walking animation to Watson's AI. Since the game requires Watson and Holmes to be within close proximity, Watson will seemingly teleport behind the player once they moved far enough away. Players have made comparisons to Slender Man for the stalking-like behavior and motionless stance Watson has as he stares at the player. Moving from room to room, players cannot escape the fast reflexes of Watson's AI, and he will constantly appear by the player's side, no matter how far they go or how fast. Developers never released a patch to add walking script to Watson, and have never announced their intention to do so. Thus, the glitch will remain there for players to discover.
Okay.
Number 14. The Suicide Photographer, Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas. This eerie NPC is located near the border between Flint County and Los Santos, on the opposite side of the road of a small trailer park. The NPC's appearance varies, and many different skins have been discovered, from elderly persons to farmers to business people. The photographer can be observed taking several pictures of the river and horizon beyond it, before suddenly walking into the water to its death. The actual cause of the glitch is unknown, though it's credited as a simple walking path error, causing the person to walk straight ahead and drown. Many gamers have speculated to the reason of the suicidal photographer, and many have gone so far as to create extensive backstories in an attempt to explain its behavior, or give meaning to why such a strange occurrence would be included in the game.
I've never noticed
The suicidal photographer can be found at any time of the day, and has not been removed in any patches released since San Andreas hit the shelves.
And I got the game, I never noticed
Number 13. Jibs, Fallout 3. When you kill someone in the game, save your game, then immediately load said save, the game's mechanics will sometimes forget to scatter the body parts around the map, and they will return to the default position. This glitch works best if players have the Bloody Mess perk, which increases chances of critical hits and will cause enemies to explode into a mass of body parts. Sometimes the glitch will take on AI characteristics, and the player will have the ability to speak with it, depending on whether or not the player had the ability to enter dialogue with the NPC. It's even been known to float around in various directions, though remain in the default position for the duration of the glitch, though most of the time Jibs will just stand there and do nothing. The name Jibs is short for giblets, a common gaming term used to describe the scattered body parts one will find in video games where dismemberment is possible. Number 12. Manimals, Red Dead Redemption. Players of this popular Western third-person shooter have observed a variety of humanoid NCPs acting like animals around the map. The most frequent are people flying in the sky, their legs bent at the knees and arms out, flapping like wings. When players shoot these bizarre creatures down, they can collect bird feathers from the bodies. The most disturbing glitches discovered include the Donkey People and Cougar Men. These rare glitched NPC appear to have contorted bodies and faces, some with their eyes appearing to bulge out of their skull. The NPCs make their respective animal noises, and the Cougar Men will chase the player around, growling and pouncing in attempts to kill them. Others have reported manimals mimicking snakes, horses and bears. On the opposite end, the Fort Mercer hideout side mission will sometimes spawn a floating coyote with a Mexican accent wielding a rifle, and will assist the player to clear the fort out. This NPC remains mostly motionless in a more default position, flying around killing bandits.
I don't even want to play that no more.
Number 11. Bugged Intro, Fallout New Vegas. In early versions of the gameplay introduction with Dr. Mitchell and the player would bug out, causing Mitchell's head to spin around horizontally as if his bones suddenly turned into elastic. Once Mitchell stood up to lead the player around the home, he would float in a paranormal-like matter, with his head continually spinning and sometimes fixing in place completely upside down. The NPC would follow the player around the home and wouldn't stop until the player exited into the Mojave wasteland. The dialogue would continue as normal, though the movements would appear unsettling and downright scary, especially to first-time players. Developers quickly acted upon discovering the issue and released a patch fixing the broken AI, thus completely eradicating the bug and preventing it from occurring since. Number 10. Alma Glitch, Fear 2. In the first mission of the game, players will find a swimming pool in the penthouse floor and be shown a nightmarish vision of Alma walking towards the player before returning to the actual gameplay. On some occasions, Alma's AI won't disappear after the scene, and she'll follow the player around, pale face, white eyes, and red dress.
When I played that.
No explanation has been found for the glitch, and Alma does no harm to the player, just creeps the living daylights out of them as she slowly walks towards you, staring you straight in the eyes. If players stop and let Alma catch up to them, she will stand there in a staring contest until the player finally leaves the area and continues the mission. For a game already designed to scare people, this glitch has become rather effective in giving fans a bonus scare for those always searching for more.
He just bumped her and she just goes back up into the sky.
Number 9. Riften Honeyside Manor Mannequins, Skyrim. As if the name of the location isn't creepy enough, players will find several mannequins in the basement, which the players can place armor on. The more players visit the house, the more likely the glitch will occur. The mannequins will soon begin walking around and following the player, more often than not startling them, since they can sneak up on players from behind while searching cabinets and chests. Players originally speculated this was purposely placed in the game as some sort of hidden legend surrounding the house. However, Bethesda Softworks confirmed it was a glitch in the game that turns on the mannequin AI, as they use the same one as regular NPCs throughout the game. The code used to turn off the walking and movement animation would sometimes fail, allowing them to walk around and stare at players, though no reports of conversation has happened. This glitch can be fixed by leaving the manor, then returning, or activating armor placement from their default positions. Number 8. Dismembered Torso, Dead Space 2. A rather fitting glitch, considering the dismemberment strategy of the game. Players have encountered problems when entering the armor upgrade stations scattered around the game. Upon entering the chamber, players have exited, finding their bodies have been cut in half, sometimes missing limbs. The player can continue the game as normal, if in a more grotesque manner than before. The cause of this glitch is unknown, and the only way to fix it is to reload from your last save point. The player's innards and broken bones are visible in a bloody mess, and the helmet remains floating. The sight is similar to a grotesque depiction of a ghost out of a horror story, except this time, you're in control of this ungodly sight. This glitch has become popular amongst fans and was actively sought in order to be triggered.
Yo. Yeah, I did say I was going to do the first 8. Bruh. Wait, hold on, I gotta see this one right quick. Oh, hold on, there's one more and that's it.
Number 7. Ghost Cars, Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas. In the backwood areas around San Andreas, players can find abandoned damaged cars deep in the forest. If you view the cars from a distance, there is a chance you'll see the cars drive into their position and stop, with no drivers inside.
I've seen that.
Considering the many eerie locations around the San Andreas map, many have speculated these are ghost cars and were deliberately placed in the game as part of a hidden lore surrounding the state's history. Rockstar Games denied these claims and told players the cars are simply there to provide the typical backwoods atmosphere of beat-up and abandoned vehicles that one might find in a real-world location. Their movement was simply caused by the steep hills they spawned on, nothing paranormal in the game's code. This has not deterred gamers, and a mod was released for the game, allowing players to be chased by the cars, and for them to take on a sinister paranormal characteristic.
See, I can see that, and I got mad about one of the cars because I actually thought somebody was in it. So I actually got out the car and blew it up, and the car was still coming. I'm like, what the hell? Right, really? But my dude with the freaking spinning head, oh hell no, no. That alone freaked me out, and I ain't never played that game. That just freaked the fuck out of me. And as far as Fear 2, I've seen that happen. That actually happened to me one time a while back when the game first came out, and I'm playing it, and all of a sudden I go in this area, I see her, so I bag out. but she doesn't do anything. So I go up in there, do what I need to do, get the whole black drop story, and then turn around. She's still there, and she's like right on my ass. So I'm looking around, and I'm like doing this. What you saw your boy doing, watching her the whole time, and all she did was follow me and just stayed there. And then I kind of bumped her a little bit, and she just went back, floated back up in the air. So I was like, wait, what the heck? Like, what the is going on here? Like, yo, that should be scary sometimes. If you like deep in the game, you like focus, not even worry about nothing. You see that junk, and all of a sudden you pop up behind you. Oh, that's like that just happened. Like, no, you don't even want to play no more after that. Sometimes. But like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. The link to this video will be in the description below. Let me know your thoughts on what y'all think about this, and any other those type of scary things y'all actually want to react to, go ahead and put it in the description below. I mean, put it in the links in the comments below. And until next time, I'll see you when I see you. Holla at your boy. Peace.